Hi, this is Tim with rcnoob.com, and I've got some upgrades that I'm going to be putting on my FMS FCX10, and I want to thank the folks at Fair RC for supplying all of those upgrades. What I have in front of me and in front of you are a set of Batrazzi 1.9-inch tires, some Batrazzi 1.9-inch beadlock aluminum rims and wheels. I've got some red beadlock rings that they included as well, and then an FMS interior for the FCX10 K5 Chevy Blazer. So I'm going to be putting all of these things on the truck right now. As you can kind of see, I've already got 2 of the tires on already, and I'll go into detail on how easy these tires are to mount to these wheels. It's super simple. Honestly, it's one of the best tire mounting experiences I've ever had with a beadlock tire. So I'll go into a little more detail on that in just a little bit. Now, there's a reason why they sent me all this stuff and why I'm putting all this stuff on my truck right now. And I know we are almost through the month of August, but if you want to get one of these trucks, an FCX10 from FMS, I highly recommend heading over to Fair RC, checking out the deal that they've got going on right now. Until the end of the month, if you buy one of these trucks, you get all this stuff. So you get the full set of tires, full set of wheels, beadlock rings, as I mentioned, and the interior for the same price as just the truck. So $399.99. Killer deal, great deal. It gives you a lot of options to play around with. The out of the box, the truck is fantastic. I really have been having a great time with it. But the fact that you get some upgrades at no extra cost, I think that makes it a no-brainer deal. If you're interested in that offer, I do have an affiliate link down in the description below. So make sure you check that out if you're interested. Now, let's get into greater detail on these tires, the wheels, the rings, and this interior. Let's get this FCX10 upgraded. First things first, let's take a closer look at these wheels. Again, these are Batrazzi 1.9-inch customizable beadlock, wheels. Wheel face down. So what you get with this setup is you get the wheel face, you get the wheel barrel, which is vented, I like to see that right out of the box, and then you get your wheel backing ring. And all of these are going to sandwich together beautifully, just like so. And then they do have a black beadlock ring that comes with this. And again, like I said, they've also included these red rings. I think I'm going to keep these black ones on just for right now. As you can see, they have 2 screws already installed, and you have to put screws all the way around to complete that part of the installation. And then on the back side, you have 4 slightly larger screws that are going to hold the back side of the wheel to the front side of the wheel, again causing that to sandwich and do a really nice job of gripping that tire. Speaking of tires, let's take a closer look at these Batrazzi tires. Okay, so again, this is my first time experiencing Batrazzi as a brand, and I have to say I like what I see so far. These are the Precipice 1.9-inch beadlock crawler tires. The grip on these tires looks phenomenal too, and they aren't super sticky, but I do feel a bit of tackiness to this rubber, which should make crawling with these a really nice treat, honestly. After they've all been installed, because there are a couple extra pieces that you get. So I mentioned the slightly larger screws for the backing, and then you get quite a few smaller screws for the beadlock ring, and then also you get some wheel caps that screw on as well using these same smaller screws. Now you could choose to run those without. I decided to put them on. I'm going to run them with that cap on for a little bit. I do like the fact that these screw on. I like that fact, and I also don't like the fact, just because it's a little bit extra work to get that on. But I've lost a few wheel caps that you screw on like that. I've lost several of them over the years. So it's nice to have something that's on there a little bit tighter and a little bit more secure. Here's a look at these wheels after we get them all installed. All the hardware on there. Got that cap installed as well. It's got the Batrazzi B logo on it. I'm really excited to take this out with these tires on it to see what it can do. I think this is going to be a crawling dynamo, honestly, with how deep this tread is and how nice and slightly tacky these tires are. I think this is really going to make this truck perform a little bit better than it already does. And I've had, honestly, no, save for one minor issue with reverse, which seemed to fix itself. I've been having a really fun time with this FCX10 from FMS. So fantastic, fun truck, packed with features, a lot of stuff. And these tires and wheels are going to make it even better, I think. All right, now let's take a look at the interior that is also included in this deal. You can also get this separately from Fair RC. Nice Lexan interior tray. See, I've got a little bit of a dent back there. It looks like a little bit of a crack. It seemed to happen through shipping. So hopefully yours doesn't look like that. Comes with the driver head, which you have to install. As you see, I've already done that. I've done some pre-prep work on this as well. I've installed the decals that come with as well. So you get some dashboard decals here, console decals, shifter indicator decals. The shift knob is something that you have to install as well, along with the steering wheel. So the steering wheel, the driver head, and that shift knob are all items that you'll have to screw on and attach. Along with all this stuff, you also get a hat for the driver. And I'm going to keep it off because I think it looks kind of dorky. It sits a little too high on his beautifully coiffed head of hair there. Look at that guy. I am jealous. I might just super glue it to the passenger seat at some point and call it good there. As far as installation, we have a hook and loop strip with some double-sided tape. I just installed that on here. I'm going to wait to pull that off until we get ready for final installation. And then we have 2 screw holes in the back, and those are going to go through where the roll bar is connected on the body. All right, I've got the FCX10 body here flipped upside down. I did remove the 2 screws holding the front part of that roll bar in place. I also removed the plastic washers. I'm going to slide those on top of this body or interior tray once we get that all lined up. So I think you're going to want to take these washers off as I'm doing and reinstall them again as I'm doing. It's just going to give a little more surface area and contact on this back side of that interior, just in the event it would want to crack or rip out. I don't know why it would, but I've seen some crazy stuff happen in this hobby, and I've had some crazy stuff happen to me. So it's good and tight. And there's our dude, sitting pretty in the Blazer. Okay, we've got our Batrazzi wheels and tires installed. We've got our interior from FMS installed. Driver looks pretty good. I did keep the window stickers on here in place. You could peel them off. Definitely that's going to let a lot more light in and let you see into the interior a lot more. I really like how this all came together. This truck looks really tough now. It looked tough before. It looks even better with those black wheels. These nice aggressive tires. Should be a fun and fantastic drive. Final sales pitch here. If you are looking at getting an FCX10, now might be the time to do it. And I know we only have a handful of days left in August by the time this video posts. Please do consider the deal that Fair RC has going on right now. Again, for $399.99 when you buy an FCX10, you get the wheels, you get the tires, you get the interior. You can really just change the look of your truck, and with really no extra cost. I don't think there's any negative to that at all. So once again, thank you to Fair RC for the opportunity to take a closer look at these wheels, tires, and the interior. Links to all these items will be in the description below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed to the RC Noob YouTube channel, please do that. And make sure you click the notification bell so you find out whenever I post something new. And I've got a lot of cool stuff on and under and around the table that I'm going to be showing off. So until next time, this is Tim with RCNoob.com. We'll talk with you later.